Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with original or remake. Original or remake? Child's Play. This is the series in which Jason from Horrific Nightmares and I compare an original film to its remake. Using 5 separate categories, we award 1 point for each category to the film that wins it. At the end, based on the math, we know which one we prefer, original or remake. This time, we decided to compare the original 1988 Child's Play to its 2019 remake. This is another case in which I'm coming into this video without knowing my picks at this point. In other words, I'll decide on the spot. Let's start with setting and atmosphere for this one. They both have sort of a gritty city setting. I like the apartments in both. I love the opening of the original Child's Play in the toy store, but the remake also has a store setting during the climax of the film, so we get to spend even longer there. It's definitely close, but I'm giving the first point to the Child's Play remake. The next category is cast and characters. I'll tell you, this is another one that is probably closer than it should be. The original has Brad Dourif as the voice of Chucky, and the remake has Mark Hamill. Nostalgia gives the edge to Alex Vincent as Andy in the original, but I think Gabriel Bateman did a great job as the character in the remake. Mike in 1988 was played by Chris Sarandon, but Brian Tyree Henry as Mike in the remake is super likable. Then there's Karen, played by Catherine Hicks in the original, and Aubrey Plaza in the remake. Aubrey alone might seal it. The original also features Dinah Manoff, but the remake has Tim Matheson. Again, it's ridiculously close, but I'll ever so slightly give it to the original Child's Play. The next category is storyline, which not only includes the plot, but any twists or reveals. This is where the two movies probably differ most. We have the voodoo storyline in the original and the AI storyline in the remake. The nostalgic part of me quickly wants to say voodoo, but the realistic part of me wants to say AI. Which of these storylines is more believable? Then again, it really does come down to preference. I'll go with the voodoo storyline of the original, simply because it is more original than the AI storyline, as realistic as the remake might be. And by realistic, I mean in comparison to a serial killer possessing a doll. The horror fan in me, though, that is willing to suspend disbelief, prefers the voodoo. Next up is pacing and runtime. Both of these movies have a similar runtime, with the original running approximately an hour and 27 minutes, and the remake running approximately an hour and 30. If I'm being honest, though, one of these is paced slightly better, in my opinion. And believe it or not, it's the remake for me. Again, it's close, but I think this remake flies by, whereas the original does have some downtime. That's not to say that I think the original drags. I just think this remake is paced slightly better. For those of you keeping count, that means going into this 5th and final round, it's all tied up, 2-2. So we've reached the X Factor. This category includes nostalgia, kills, gore, nudity, or a special connection to either film. Basically, anything not contained in the previous categories is included in this one. In this situation, I think it's nostalgia versus kills for me. I obviously have a ton of nostalgia for the original, but I do prefer the kills in the remake. As unpopular of an opinion as it might be, these two could probably swap depending on my mood. But today, I'm giving the final points to the original Child's Play for nostalgia. And that means as of the filming of this video, I prefer it. Based on those 5 categories, which of these 2 films do you prefer? The original or remake of Child's Play? Comment below and let me know. Please don't forget to check out Jason's video as well to find out which one he prefers. Which original and remake will we compare next? Check back soon to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.